Hey guys, welcome to the Trash Picture Show. My place of work is shutting down sadly, so before they closed their doors, I decided to grab a bunch of figures that had been heavily discounted. And this is the first of the figures I picked up. This is the HASBRO Marvel Legends Infinite Series Avenging Allies Machine Man. Yes, this is Machine Man, aka Aaron Stack. Originally created by the legendary Jack Kirby. This is an interesting character because he is an AI with a whole lot of personality. Basically, Machine Man was created by a scientist called Abel Stack, who, despite his ability at creating fantastic cybernetics, all his machines had turned homicidal, bar Aaron Stack. He named him that because he considered him his greatest achievement. He considered him a son. And essentially, Machine Man went off to forge his own path. He has a very witty, very sarcastic and somewhat smart-arse personality. If you've read Mercs for Money, Heroes for Hire, you can kind of see this. But I think my favourite outing of Machine Man is in Marvel Zombies, because he is an absolute fucking chode, but also a bit of a badass as well. And I really like his personality in that run of Marvel Zombies. Like I said, they're closing the doors of the shop, so they had some excess stock left over, and I got this guy heavily discounted. And it is one of the older series, so you've got kind of the old Marvel Legends logo there. Nice window box, nice collector-friendly window box. Flip it to the side, you have Sentry there, he's also in the series. And you have Aaron Stack. Flip it to the back, you have Marvel Sentry and Marvel's Machine Man. Avenging Allies, these heroes fight to find their origins and discover their true identities. Also in the series, you can collect Marvel's Iron Fist. There's Machine Man, Sentry, Hawkeye, Thor, Captain Marvel and Wanda, and all the parts that come with these guys make the All-Father, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, again, really nice packaging, really cool packaging. I'm going to pause the video here, and we're going to take Machine Man out and have a closer look at him, so don't go anywhere. I shall be right back. And we are back, and here is Machine Man out of the packaging. So before we look at his accessories, let's have a look at the figure. This is again one of the older Marvel Legends figures, and in some ways it pales in comparison to the newer figures, but in other ways it's kind of better. I don't know why. There's just this bit more of, I don't know, malleability and durability to the figure. It doesn't feel too kind of rubbery, or it doesn't feel kind of too flimsy. The plastic is a bit on the brittle side. That's my only kind of criticism to cite. But while the paintwork isn't perfect, as you can see, there's bits there on the side kind of flaking off. It's still pretty good. I like the detailing, especially on his face. Abel gave Aaron a humanoid face because he cared for him so much, considered him to be his son. That's why he gave him the human features. And later on, Machine Man would have more human features, such as hair and texture to his skin and to certain parts of his body. So he was that bit more human. Articulation wise, again, in some ways it's really good. In other ways, it's kind of pale in comparison to what we got. There is a nice bit of articulation here. Like there's a separate joint there. There's a joint in there's a joint in the shoulders. There's a joint in the shoulders there. A head can go 360 up and down. Pretty good. A very primitive kind of torso crunch here, but it helps. Articulation here at the waist. The legs, can't do the Van Dams. There is a good joint in the knee though. Again, as I said before, it's kind of behind the times in some ways, and also surpasses some of the newer kind of elements of the Marvel Legends figures. Because, like, again, the feet, the articulation in the feet, you can at least manipulate it in some way. I find some of the newer figures, the joints on the ankles and stuff, make it very hard to stand them. Whereas this guy has pretty good kind of movement on his feet. The colouring I like. It's kind of the first generation of Machine Man. So you've got the really dynamic purple and the silver going throughout. And again, I like the sculpt on the face. The paintwork is spotty in some places, I'm not going to lie. It's not great in some parts. But again, this is an older Marvel Legends figures, but I still like it. The kind of feature he comes with is he also comes with 2 extendable arms, kind of Inspector Gadget job. So let's try switching out the hands there. So we'll do this into here. So again, as I said, he can do kind of an Inspector Gadget kind of, then he's a robot. And the cool thing is, it is a bendy kind of plastic. Although I don't think I'm going to bend it too much. They are a wee bit loose for my liking, but it isn't a deal breaker. And it is pretty cool. He comes with both one right arm kind of extension and one left arm extension. But yeah, it's a cool figure. I like it. And as I said, I got it heavily discounted. It's probably hard to get this guy nowadays. So I was kind of lucky to pick him up when I did. The only other accessory he comes with is the arms for the Allfather. And I'm just going to put that in a box with other Build-A-Legend parts. But yeah, guys, I'm going to pause the video here. And when we get back, we're going to see if Aaron stacks up against some of the newer figures. I apologize, bad pun. Don't go anywhere. I shall be right back. And we are back, and there is Machine Man in my alleyway, and let's see how he stacks up, I'm not going to make that joke again, to some other Marvel Legends characters. So I'm going to put my favourite Punisher right next to him there. See how he holds up against Frank. It's pretty cool. He looks the business next to him. And that's a fairly new figure. I am going to put a very, very new figure next to him. And that is the Avengers 60th Anniversary Black Widow next to him. Again, stacks up and works really well with them. And in the effort of fairness, I'm also going to put a figure that came out fairly close to his release. And that I actually got in my old job as well. The Marvel Legends Black Cat. And again, he stacks up really well to him. I like his look. Sure, there's some of the joints and stuff, they are kind of a bit old school in comparison to the newer figures, but he still works. And he is a nice looking figure. I like him a lot. I think there's a lot of character and personality to the figure. And despite the kind of old school kind of joints on him, I think it works well, because the other thing is he is a cyborg. So if you wanted, you could say, well, that's just his mechanical body. That's why he has all those weird joints. But yeah, guys, what do you think of this Machine Man figure? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Let me know in the comments below. And if Machine Man was to be entered into the MCU, who would you like to see portraying him? Let me know that in the comments below as well. And yeah, my name is Martin. This has been the Trash Picture Show. Have a good one. Take care. Bye now.